I am 4'11", though. So, is there anyone else here under 5 feet? Not one person. All right, some of you ladies in heels are lying. Okay, that's fine. I'm not here to blow up your spot. I've been like this since 7th grade. My friends were like, Katie, we're gonna go do this puberty thing. Do you want to come with? I was like, I'm good. I'm just gonna hang out here forever. So, started from the bottom, then I stayed. I actually got a really nice compliment the other day. One of my coworkers came up to me and goes, what are you, like 5'2"? And I felt like a 50-year-old woman that got carded at a bar for the first time in 10 years. I was like, 5'2"? You know that's not true, but you're sweet. Just gonna ride it out. Yeah, I'm 27, and it's an interesting age. It's that point where a lot of my friends are getting married and having kids, like on purpose now, and doing it. And every time it comes up on my news feed, there's half of me that's like, yay for you guys! And then the other half of me is like, I still sleep with a stuffed animal. Whoa! I don't know how to feel. And so I just click like and then I unfollow. No, I'm kidding. Sometimes I don't even like the post. I'm single, if you couldn't tell from that last bit. I'm in one of my longer dry spells, I'll be honest with you guys. But I feel like I can't really complain about it, because I'm not really proactive enough when it comes to sex. And I treat sex the same way I treat weed. If a trustworthy source offers it, I'm like, hey, let's do this. But I never go out of my way to find it. Not gonna call or text a bunch of people. Definitely not gonna pay for it. Yeah. Free weed! Yeah. I would like to be in a relationship again though, but in order to do that, I've got to make some better choices. I never thought that I had a type, and then played it back a couple times, and I realized the last 3 guys I dated, they all had dark hair, they all wore a lot of flannel, they all had raging commitment issues, and their names were all Ben. That's a type, you guys. That's a very specific type. So I started working on a book about my love life. It's going to be called Been There, Done That. Look out for it. I try and push myself to go on more dates, but I don't know. I don't like dating for the same reason I didn't like puzzles when I was a kid. I don't like to be confused for fun. There's nothing appealing to me about sitting on my couch overanalyzing a text message. Like, it says he just saw this, but I know that he read it yesterday, so what? Yay! No, don't answer promptly, you'll ruin the fun. I can tell some of you get some texting anxiety. It's real, guys, it's real. Here's the thing, we all exist on like 5 different social media networks, right? So if somebody doesn't answer you, you know. Like, you can't just not answer a text message and then take a BuzzFeed quiz, because we know you're alive, right? It's like, oh, you had time to find out what Game of Thrones character you were, but you didn't have time to text me back? Like, what is that? We've all thought these things, you guys. I'm just saying it out loud. I don't like when you can see somebody typing. Is anyone else? That is an unnecessary technology. It's because when you're in that initial flirty stage, like, your witty banter's got to be on point. You can't just be throwing emojis around all willy-nilly. You need a game plan. When you know they can see you typing, it's like they might as well be standing there with a stopwatch, like, oh, you're typing. Oh, you stopped typing? Oh, you're typing again. Wow, you're working really hard on that. You must really like me. You gotta start like drafting it in your notes section, because you're safe there. They can't see you. Some of you have done this. I get just as much anxiety when I'm the one getting the text, though. Because like when you see those dots, what are you gonna do? Just like look away and move on with your life? No, you're gonna stare at it, and then 3 minutes go by, and you're like, well, this is obviously a soliloquy, And then all they say is, sounds good, and you're like, whoa! to get there. Someone's getting a phone call in 2015. What is happening? And they had a ringtone. It was like 90s shit. I'm there. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I don't know. You gotta have good texting skills. That's all. Like all these apps now, like Tinder. That's all it is. You gotta know how to text. I'm not on Tinder because I'm afraid of dick pics. That's a thing. Yeah. I don't know if any of you ladies have ever been sent an unsolicited penis, but it is terrifying. That's why I don't really like the term dick pic. Because I feel like you never really get the dick you pick. It's never the one you put in your fantasy draft. It's always the one that you're like, wow, I hope this performs better than it looks. Holy shit, it's gonna be a rough season. Somebody trade with me. The other reason I'm not on Tinder is I read this, that most people keep Tinder in the game section of their phone, which is ridiculous. It's just like Angry Birds, Words with Friends, Tinder, just another thing to do while you're pooping. Because like, even if you do find a relationship on Tinder, how does that conversation work down the line? Like, Mommy, how did you meet Daddy? It's like, well, I was taking a dump, actually, and I was just scrolling through, I was just like, and your mom's face came up, and I thought to myself, you know what? I hit that. That's it? Okay. I don't know if this is like a New York thing or just a millennial thing, whatever it is. The goal now of dating is just keep it as casual as you can for as long as possible. Like every time I start seeing somebody, I feel like a 1950s show host is about to pop out. Like, welcome to dating in 2015. There's only one rule in this game. First person to admit to having feelings loses. That's it. That's it. That's the only rule. It's so fun. And as much as I hate saying this, I feel like guys have an advantage sometimes. And I'm not saying that women can't or shouldn't have casual sex, but we do need to be more careful. Because the two most common STDs for women are HPV and emotions. Men don't really show side effects of either, so that's fair. Thanks for that one, science. Yay. I don't know, I wish I didn't need any like emotional connection to enjoy sex, but if I don't know you or like you, it's not happening. I've never had a guy be like, hey, can we stop and talk a little bit more? I feel like I don't know you well enough yet. You know? Basically what I'm saying is, if it took as much work to make a man orgasm as it did a woman, there would be no people. It's just the truth. Of course the men are clapping for that. I don't know, this is my experience. There are some women out there killing it. They've got a main piece, they got a side piece, they're just rotating them in, and I'm like, you do you, ladies. It wasn't for me. That's why I kind of look at casual sex like spicy food. Like, some people love it, and they find it very exciting and satisfying. But every time I try it, I'm like, this hurts me. You know, I never feel good afterwards. I get heartburn. Hurts my butthole, you know, it's just like... My mom liked that one. I don't know, guys. I just feel like, you know, we're at a point where the bar for romance it's just been lowered. Like, I'm at the point where if a guy gave me flowers, I'd be like, you're a rapist. I'd be like, where is your windowless van, sir? Like, why don't you just text me when you're drunk at 3 a.m. like a gentleman? You guys have been great. I'm Katie Aller.